This amount of funding in Board Bill 160, we do have set aside a list of critical water main replacements in residential areas in the city. The list currently sits at over 64 projects that we've identified. These are located all across the city. And they do range in cost, but approximate about $500,000 each. The average length of these are a city block. These are 6, 8, and 12-inch mains in the city, sometimes approaching a little bit larger, but they serve the residential areas in the city. We do intend to put these funds in Board Bill 160 to use to do a subset of these projects, probably 2 or 3 of them that we've identified. One of them being a main in Weber Road. It's a 12-inch main. We've had a high number of failures at this main. 1,000 feet of 12-inch main replacement that would save us ongoing emergency costs that we're experiencing. Another one is at Keokuk. It's approximately 450 feet of 8-inch main and 1,250 feet of 6-inch main between Alexander and Bamberger. Another one is in Semple Avenue. These are just examples. This is 650 feet of 10-inch main and 750 feet of 8-inch main that again has had historically high number of breaks. That asset needs to be replaced now instead of just continuing to address these repairs, which are a high cost. Additionally, we do know that we have a number of valves out in the system, that are frozen or inoperable. Examples of this were seen when we recently had over 100 main breaks, after the cold snap here in Tower Grove South. There were a number of broken valves that caused us challenges in doing those repairs to restore service to that area. We've identified these valves that need replacement. We've replaced some of them, but not all of them.
64 mains that desperately need this attention, and this can address 3 of them. That is a significant difference in the amount of need and the amount that can be addressed with this bill. I know that I sound like a broken record or a broken water main if I keep talking about this, but the water division has so much need. We know it, you know it, our residents know it. I really appreciate the mayor's office working to make sure some of this ARPA interest goes to this incredible need.
Sure. I mean, they are all priority, but we do have them ranked based on number of recent breaks. We update that regularly. These mains that are aged out all need to be replaced. But again, you can't do all of that without that amount of funding available. So, we do have about $28 million estimated for that list of main replacement, but we are in the throes of the water master plan. We do have an internal capital project list that is up over $700 million. You cannot bite all of that apple at once, and so we do have to start with some of the ones that are causing us the highest costs and the highest number of recent breaks. Reiterate, we don't intend on stopping with 2 or 3 replacement projects as we build out our capacity in engineers, which we have a high vacancy in, project managers, which we have a vacancy in. We have to grow with the funding that's available, restaff to be able to meet that challenge and need as well, and then address more of that list, identify more issue areas, which the master plan is taking a look at to reduce the ongoing issue of high occurrence of water main breaks and save emergency costs and instead renew the system which has served us for so long.